Yo, it's K1K13, and today I'll be doing a video on ranking SAS through the parts. And I'm gonna begin with 1 through 3. I'm trying to categorize them to the point where the video isn't too long, oversaturated, and at least fair for in the ranking system. And I'm gonna just do like ranking per part, so it's like rank part one's figures, which was the best, which there isn't many to start off with. Second, also the same, and then third. So I'm just doing like 3 parts for this first video, and then we'll go from there. Then after that, I believe I will be doing part 4 and part 6, and then 5, 7, 8 to finish that off. Like I said, I'm not trying to oversaturate these figures. I mean, like this video to the point where it's just boring. I'm also going to put the pricing. I've been wanting to do like an ultimate guide for a long time now. I just never, not wouldn't say motivation. I just never found like, I guess maybe it is sort of motivation, but like I said, I don't want to oversaturate these figures. I mean videos. Dang it. So this is gonna start off with part 1. A lot of these prices are based on just what I've seen when I was in the SAS game, right? And at the moment, I'm really not buying that many SAS figures, as I pretty much collected most of the ones that I've wanted already. But there is a couple that I still want that are really a little bit out of my price range. I do want to get most of the SAS collection. Like I said, most of them are out of my price range. I mean, it's kind of not really expected for me because I have Geo Swarv, so I really could just sell him and just end up finishing most of them. And there is some figures that I haven't reviewed yet that are gonna be in the ranking, which is kind of bogus for my part. I feel like most of the times when you do own a figure, you get the biggest opinion on it, because it's kind of messed up to have an opinion on something and not actually see it or have it in your hands. So yeah, I'm gonna start with part 1 and we'll go from here. And a lot of these prices are not shipped, right? So these are just ones you have to buy, add it to your tab, and then ship them all out. So the shipping, that's messed up from as is. So yeah, good luck. So here, part 1. And if you didn't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and notifications too, so you don't miss a video. So currently there are only 5 figures right now in the part 1 SAS line. Speedwagon will be joining soon. His prototypes will be, I think he'll be up for pre-order sometime this year. I'm not entirely sure which month and all. But at part 5, we're gonna start with Jonathan Joestar first, which is the blue one. Here's a little picture of him, and I feel like his all blue outfit is really bland to the point where it's like really boring to even stare at him. Honestly, I don't really care for Jonathan first. I will have him at one point just because I want to have all of them. But yeah. In part 4, we have Dio Brando Pink, which in my opinion is probably the worst figure in part 1, but I didn't want to give Dio Brando all the slander. So Medicos had a chance to make it anime colors because they didn't do any part 1 figures for a long time in the SAS line. And they didn't do the anime colors, which is pretty messed up. I feel like the colors he has now were pretty unappealing, especially with the yellow shoes. Jonathan Joestar first should go for retail, which is under I'm not under like 6K. Back to the deal though. Yeah, like I said, he's the ugliest, and he's retail too. So don't be going out of your way and paying more than you're supposed to, like 6K, which is like maybe roughly 50 to 60 bucks in the United States. But like I said, that's not shipped. Dio Brando WF. I love the color scheme, but other than that, I don't care much for this figure. So 100 to under 30 USD right now, and the shipping's just crazy right now. So just try to ship with other figures so the shipping isn't the worst in the world. Will Zeppeli comes in second. So he has some really neat accessories. Makes part 1 display look glorious, especially with Speedwagon coming in soon. It's gonna look even cleaner. The downsides of Will Zeppeli is if you try to make it look up, the head falls off pretty easily, and I guess his co-articulation is subpar, and it honestly doesn't really look good. 110 to 140 USD. Jonathan WF is definitely in first place, with green really makes him stand out. I feel like it looks way better than, because it's green and blue, so he stands out pretty better than his compatriots. Only downside to me, and it might just be my figure, is the hand pegs. The hands on the pegs fall pretty easily, so I'm sure it could be pretty fixed. But other than that, there are no problems with part one. Jonathan WF, which is the green one, 130 to 190 USD. He really went up in price recently. Good luck finding a good price. That's it for part one figures. And for part two, we start off with in seventh place Joseph Joestar first, which is the all blue one. And I understand he's not the green anime colors, and I probably sound like a real douchebag for making him dead last, because people aren't. I mean, if anything, I'm mad at myself for paying that much money for Joseph WF, but I just really wanted him. I really like to collect the exclusive stuff. But Joseph Joestar is dead last for me in part two figures. He still goes for retail, so don't pay more than $80 for him. That's without ship, right? Cars is sixth place. Is neat, but for some reason I don't care that much for Cars. I don't care for his character in. Actually, he was pretty good, but I didn't really care for him in part two as the antagonist. His two masks and swappable head neck is pretty cool, but other than that, I don't care for him. Retail, still $60. Not shipped, but I'm pretty sure he's still on a lot of Japanese websites. So, like I said, don't go out your way to pay more for him. Don't get ripped off on eBay or Amazon. Wamu is in fifth place, which I really should swap. So I meant ACDC's fifth place. His as vile as ACD's alt head looks like, the disembodied nervous accessory is really awesome, and I think that looks sick, especially because you can put it on Joseph Joestar too, and I think that really stands out of the villains, the Pillarmen. Like I said, both of these three guys are all retail still, so you can find them on Japanese websites. And in fourth place, we have Wamu. He's a really great figure. I think he has like one of the best articulations of part two figures. Not much to say, but he's great. Villains were never going to be at the top ranking, which is pretty whack, but the most good villains in my book are always going to be not good villains. Good characters or heroes are always going to be like at the ranking for me. And in part two still, in third place we have Caesar second. I know I'm probably gonna get a little bit of flack for it, but I don't care for the white hair that much. I think it really takes a lot of stuff from. It's kind of bogus what Medicos did, but it's smart on their hand because it would make you buy both, which is pretty neat. And it looks nice though. The blue looks really nice. I like the blue color they chose, and it's really neat color applications. He's going out for pre-order sometime this year, possibly. I'm pretty sure they did list it. If I find a picture, I'll put it up on this video. He's going out for pre-order, and he's going to be retail soon, so I wouldn't really go out and buy him out of his retail, which is, you could probably find him for $180 to 110 USD, which is not a bad price, but he's still not worth that price, so don't try not to buy it for that price. And in second, you have Caesar first because of the blonde heads. Like I said, Medicos did a really good job with marketing, whatever, to include his blondie head on first, so it makes you buy Caesar second. Pretty genius if you ask me. Congratulations to them for that. And he's still in retail. I'm pretty sure you can find him in Japanese websites still. And in first, like the real douche that I am, Joseph WF. I know it's bland to say he's in first place, but he's easily the best, especially with the extra head and plate and anime color. Downside is his price. Really unwarranted, but that is capitalism for you. Uh-oh. Memes. Oh, capitalism, no. Dang, part 3 is going to really be crazy. So you can find him for 350 to 450 USD at the moment. Maybe they'll release him in the future as a re-release, but it's really bleak on that. So yeah, that's it for part 2. So part 3 is going to be a little bit different, because they have a lot of colorways in Jotaro and Dio. So I'm pretty much just going to rank, like when I get to Jotaro, I'll just rank like which one's for my favorite to the least. And I'll do it for Dio, the World, and the Star Platinum, Jesus. Who am I? Am I even a Jojo fan? But anyways, at that last place, we start off with Jean-Pierre Polnareff. And as much flack as he gets, I guess he really deserves it because his face really looks raunchy. and Vile. I don't care for Polnareff that much. I mean, if we have like a sentimental value to him, because you know you watch part 3 figure and it's your favorite part, then okay. But don't overpay for him. So he could find him for like 20 to $50. Don't overpay for that. And that's like, remember, like I said, not shipped. Magician's Red, 10th place. I haven't reviewed him or unboxed him yet, but he's everything you expect from a chicken that's on fire. Nothing, nothing different, nothing more. You know, just what you expect. 20 to 40 USD. Don't go more than that. Ninth, Hierophant Grant. Hierophant Green. The biggest complaint is no Emerald Splash, and nothing else is gonna make up for it. And that's what makes HG boring. 20 to 40 USD. Please do not pay more than that. I know most shops have them for retail for like 66K, but you know, just try to avoid that. Just keep scamming. I mean, not scamming. Keep scamming. Jesus, I cannot speak today. Keep scanning for like eBay auctions or Buy auctions or Yahoo auctions is what I meant. And you could just, you know, there'll be some ones that are like loose, so no one's really watching them because they don't really want to buy those figures, but you can definitely get them for like 20, 30, $40. And as much as I hate to say it, they really did my boy Jotaro pretty bogus, and he's in 8th place. We don't talk about first, but thinking which Jotaro is the best, let's just start off with ranking it, right? So I think for me, Jotaro second's the first. I mean, Jotaro second is my favorite color. Jotaro green. Jotaro green's pretty neat because he comes with the punchies. Jotaro pink because he comes with the punchies. And last but not least, 1.5. And I guess if you really want me to say, dead last is Jotaro first, which is, you know, the worst figure in the SAS line, in my opinion. He's just really a bad figure. Jotaro fourth you can find for 180 to 300 USD. He really just, if anything, he might be even a little bit more, but I wouldn't pay for more. He's just not worth that. If anything, try to find the lowest. Be patient finding a price for him. Please be patient because he's really not worth it just because of the punchies. I wouldn't say like to be really actively be a fiend for him pretty much. You know, just keep it cool when you're trying to look for him. Jotaro third you can find for 80 to 110 USD. Oh yeah, so these figures are really never gonna get a release again. I'm 100% sure on that. Like Jotaro third or Jotaro fourth, I wouldn't count on it. Maybe Jotaro second. I think Jotaro second actually got a re-release. But anyways, you could find him for 60 to 80 USD, and Jotaro 1.5 50 USD to 70 USD. And that's the prices. And 7th place we have my boy Avdol. Looks good. Honestly, he does. It looks like, you know, his character in anime or in the manga. But his articulation really hinders him because of his coat. Overall, try to give him under retail. He's just there's nothing really great about him. He just completes the part for part 3. 6th place, the best one is Kakyo in black. Better looking than the first. There's nothing really different about them, to be honest, except for the color. And I think Kakyo in black comes with a plate, which isn't really worth it. But honestly, they're both around the same place, same price. I meant. Well, actually, you can definitely find Kakyo in under retail, which is 20, $30, 30, 40. But you'd have to say you have to keep, you know, actively searching those auctions and try to get it 20, 30, 40 shipped already. Just I don't know. It's just not really worth sometimes to pay over retail for him. Kakyo in second though, black, you can definitely find him for 7 to like 10K, which is like 70 to 100 bucks USD. Good luck. 5th place, there's 2 Silver Chariots, and I like Silver Chariot second the best. And he looks pretty, as you know, as although very bland looking, he has some of the best articulation in the part 3 line. Part 3 SAS. His swords have decent detail and they look good. I like Silver Chariot second better, and you could definitely find Silver Chariot first. Like I said, 20, 30 bucks. Try to get that auction, but second is like over 50 bucks. Like 50 to 80 USD. I don't know. I wouldn't pay 80 bucks for him, but you know, if you're really thirsty, then go for it. And in 4th place, you have the World. And I have all 3 of them, or I've had all 3 of them. And my favorite one has to be the sand. I just like the coloring of it. It's like a really bland yellow. It's like really discoloration, so it looks pretty cool. For how big the world is in the JoJo, adventures, I feel like they really did him bogus with his articulation. But like I said, well, not like, well, I might have said it in previous videos, but I did say like these were old figures, so maybe they didn't have the engineering or budget to make these figures really good. But I'm pretty excited for the world big. I'm definitely gonna buy him. The world sand you could find for like eight, like 60, like $70 to 100, and that goes for second too. First, I don't know. I guess he's been off the shelves these days. Probably the same. They all go. Three of them go for like 70 to $100, which I wouldn't pay more than that. He's not really worth it. He makes the collection look good, but definitely not worth it. None of them come with the punchies, so that's kind of goofy. In third place, Star Platinum third. Third and second look great, while first was an absolute disgrace to the Star Platinum. Apologies to the guys who just wanted to spend less, but if you can't, at least try to go for Star Platinum second. Anyways, Star Platinum looks good and even looks better in big form, which is Star Platinum big. But I do not understand why they went with green instead of purple for Star Platinum big. I mean, maybe eventually they will make them big, like the third, which is kind of goofy. Definitely a cash grab. They're just yanking us. You could definitely find third. The third definitely went up in price because of the popularity, and he's a hot commodity. So 130 to 180 USD, unfortunately, because he's the best color of the three. Second, you can definitely find him with 80 to 110 USD, but he comes with the Aura plate, so that's pretty neat. Jotaro Pink also comes with the Aura plate, so that's pretty neat too. Green, Star Platinum is retail, or you could find them for less even. So it's not like the end of the world. If you really want him, then go for it. Like I said, like 20, 30, $40. Don't overpay for him. He's not worth it. And in second place, we have Dio. Really one of the best Part 3 SAS in the SAS line. Comes with a decent amount of accessories, while its counterpart does not meet expectations. This also includes Dio Awakening. And Dio Big is I'm really excited for him. It's going to be quite the figure. I'm so excited. I cannot wait what Medicos brings to the table. In ranking the Dios and then the Dio Awakenings, I'm going to do Dios first. Dio Red is definitely my favorite, even though I do not have him in hand yet. I am so excited to have him, though. I think that red is really like vibrant and in your face, and I really like it. Dio Black comes with his punchies, so he's second, and Dio Yellow. I do not care for Yellow that much. I feel like they could have made him a different type of yellow in the anime or manga, but Araki, right? And in the Awakening, I feel like the first one definitely looks better than the second one. And Dio Red goes for like 80 to $110, but just beware, his shipping is gonna be astronomical because his box is really weird. Dio Black is just a normal box. I have that video in case you wanted to catch that. Dio Black also around the same price of Dio Red, but you'll save a little bit more on shipping. Dio Yellow should definitely go for like 60 to 90 USD, so I wouldn't overpay for him either. Dio Awakening is still retail. I'm pretty sure you can even find him maybe in the auctions for less, but either way, it's kind of gonna be less or more around the same equivalent. Dio second is a little bit more because his box is a little different, and try to get the magazine with him. I think I messed up when I initially purchased him. He didn't come with the magazine, but I think he's supposed to come with Dio Black, Dio Awakening second. I'm not entirely sure though, but yeah, he's like 70 to 90 USD. Try not to overpay for him. And I guess you can probably just guess who's in first. Is Joseph Joestar. Shout out to my boy Phoenix. But try not to get the older releases. I said it in my video of the Joseph Joestar review. If you want to catch that, I'll maybe drop a link in the description. But I don't know. Sometimes it just slips my mind. But I do definitely have a video on him if you want to check out like how the newer release looks like, or most recent release looks like. The box, you could tell by the box design which one's the most recent release. But yeah, check it out if you want to know. But he's my favorite because he comes with really neat accessories, and best of all, damn, I've been saying neat a lot, huh? I can already hear the comments like Damn, you just called everything neat. Troll. And he comes with really nice accessories, and best of all, Iggy. And I think you can still find him for like 60 to 80 USD. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure he does go for around that though. Um, he's just one of my favorite ones. He has good articulation. Honestly, if they would have just gave him the, oh my god, like head or face or whatever, he would have been, that would have been like the cherry on top. But you know, just a Sunday. And that concludes part 1, part 3 ranking. And I appreciate you guys if you actually saw this whole video. I'm pretty sure you will though, because it's pretty fascinating information if you're going into that SAS line. Just like I said, try not to overspend to the point where you know your parents are yelling at you every single second of your life whenever you get packages from DHL or EMS or FedEx. Actually, FedEx has been disappearing a lot lately from some websites. I know Zen might still have them, but usually I use FedEx over DHL anyways. And I definitely would want to do those next videos, the little guide to help you guys out with prices. Remember to like this video, subscribe, and drop a comment too if you guys you have any feedback on these guides. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.